It's Friday, and tonight we are making pizza. Because pizza on a Friday, I mean, yes! So we're gonna make homemade pizza. We got our Trader Joe's pizza dough. Comes in 3 different kinds. We just got the original.
See?
And we're gonna do it with this Pomi sauce. It is made in Italy. It's the best. You can find it at Publix. Some Trader Joe's Arugula, because we're gonna do the prosciutto and arugula and mozzarella, and then we're gonna do the salami and another kind of ham. But this is also from Trader Joe's. You can just buy the whole bag.
Prosciutto e salami.
And what's that one?
Capocollo.
Capocollo. There we go. And of course, don't forget, you definitely need fresh mozzarella. And this one's already sliced, so perfect. All right, Louis is actually a lead in this pizza making process because he has to go ahead and roll out the dough. I'm just gonna let you do that.
Let's get this clean.
I will be your assistant. What do you need, boss?
I need you not to talk so loud.
Oh, you need flour? Okay.
Yes, I need flour. And take my wedding ring off.
Here you go.
Okay, you leave it in there. Leave it in there. Oh, I'm liking this.
No. Oh no. Oh, wait. Before we begin, we need our
Peroni.
Peroni. Of course, if we're cooking, we gotta be drinking at the same time.
And frozen cups.
Peroni.
I just cleaned it in here, and you're messing it up again, assistant.
So sorry. Okay.
Peroni.
Oh, don't we want to drink it out of the bottle?
No.
Okay. Cheers.
Salute. Oh yeah.
Okay, now we can cook.
So we're gonna make 2 pizzas tonight, and my assistant's gonna put in ingredients for 2 pizzas.
And what are you doing there?
I'm opening the pizza, the
Okay.
dough. You're gonna get me the roller?
Oh, sorry. Do you have to use a roller?
Yes.
What if I don't have one?
Well, actually, you don't have to, because you can just throw it, you know, like they do in the air.
Oh, you're gonna do that for us today?
No.
Aww.
I don't know how to do it. Not that professional.
Try.
Not that professional. Okay, you can put some flour in the trays.
Okay, so we're not lining them with foil?
No foil, just
Okay.
flour.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if it's not a round dough, because it doesn't really matter as long as it's wide enough for what you want to do.
So you're done with the flour?
Yes. No, leave it in there. Leave it in there. Okay, so the dough, careful not to get it too thin. And we're stretching here because this is really for one big pizza, but as we're making 2 different kinds, we're making 2 doughs, so I'm stretching it more than I should. So you don't want it to be too thin.
But we like our pizza on the thinner side in the first place.
That's true.
Yeah. And also you can do this same concept and you can make strombolis. So So all you do is just roll out the dough like this and fill them and cook them in the oven. So same dough, same ingredients, maybe not the arugula, of course, but you can do strombolis too, and all you do is just pop some little holes in the top and then to let the steam out and cook them in the oven. We do strombolis like this as well. Okay?
Okay.
We're ready. So we're gonna cook them a little bit first.
We can.
Okay, well I'm gonna make a little bit of a crust. So what I like to do is I just like to fold up a little bit so that we have a little bit of a crust. And that way, you know, your sauce is gonna stay in there too. So right here, just go around. I mean, the crust is only gonna be like that, I don't know, half an inch thick around the edge. Now, we always do like to keep a frozen emergency pizza in our freezer, but sometimes this homemade fresh pizza is the best. And it really doesn't take that long. And it just feels better because you're using fresh ingredients. You can put whatever you want on your pizza, of course. If you're putting like mushrooms and stuff, they might take a little bit longer to cook. All of our ingredients are basically cooked, so you know, we're not gonna leave this in too long. So once I'm done making my crust, I'm just gonna let this set a little bit. Louis preheated the oven just now to 380, so we're gonna wait on that before we put just our dough into the oven to cook for about 5 minutes.
Not even.
Not even 5 minutes, just to get it a little bit crispy before we put the ingredients on top. Because like I said, all of our ingredients are already cooked. It's just basically to melt the cheese and warm up the sauce once we put these in. So now I'm working on my second crust. Just folding it over. And you can brush these then, after we take them out, before we put the toppings on, we can put a little bit of olive oil on first. And again, look, our pizza is not round. Don't try to make your pizza round.
You can if you want.
You can if you want, but I mean, look at that. That is beautiful. It's beautiful the way it is. Yes. Look, it's like they go together to make one big round one.
It's 2 years.
Anyway, perfect. Okay, Dad, take my picture. Let's try again. It's hard. Now my boobs are all up. Don't put this part
It's hot in here.
I don't like the angle, like it's weird. So this meal is also really, really minimal cleanup. I mean, what are we gonna clean up? The pans, a rolling pin, maybe like a bowl, and that's it. And our plates that we use. So not too much cleanup. This is pretty easy, pretty clean. It's good for Friday night. It's even good for a weeknight. And I guess if you have kids, you can have them make their own pizzas. You can separate the dough into individual pizzas if you want. Everybody can make their own. It's a really fun activity. All right, so we're putting our dough in the oven. What are you gonna set it for?
I'll set it for 3 minutes.
Okay, so while those are cooking for the 3 minutes, I'm gonna put in this olive oil in a bowl. So I'm gonna brush it. I'm gonna brush the crust with it.
Let's go, clubbing! You got tired? Got tired? Okay, so we ended up leaving those for 2 more minutes, so 5 minutes total.
All right, so I'm just gonna brush it with some olive oil, just all over, especially the crust, because that's basically what needs to be crispy. All right, and then, so like I said, I like to use this Pomi sauce, just because it's made with all natural 100% Italian tomatoes, so true Italian tomatoes. They have different types you can find at Publix. They have strained tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, and then the tomato sauce. They even have organic. So I don't know, I just love the taste of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour some of this on. It's really thin, so don't pour it out too fast. And I don't really like my pizza too saucy. So you'll just put some on there and then take the back of the spoon, spread it around. It's better to put less than to over saturate it. So that looks pretty good. And then on this one, we're just gonna do the prosciutto and the mozzarella, and then we add the arugula afterwards once it comes out. So this one is the prosciutto, and it has plastic in between, so I'm gonna be really careful about this. I'm gonna kind of rip it so I can put it evenly all over here. I always like to eat some too.
Oh, good.
Now prosciutto is really salty.
They are also really good with breadsticks. In Italy, we eat them a lot like that.
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
wrap it around a
wrap
breadstick.
around it and bite it. Oh, it's so good.
All right, so that looks good with the prosciutto. I'm gonna leave one piece for the other pizza, just to give it a little bit of extra taste. And now I'm just gonna put my mozzarella, my fresh mozzarella. I always get the pre-sliced stuff, but you can get, if you wanna cut your own mozzarella, you can cut it. But look at this, pre-sliced. Boom, good to go. Just stick it on here. All right, and this one is good to go. Like I said, we're gonna put the arugula on that one after it comes out. All right, then we're gonna do the next one. Again, brush it with some olive oil, especially the crust. All right, I'm gonna add my sauce. All right, so I'm gonna add my prosciutto first. Just that last piece that I had, kind of spread it out evenly there. And then another type of salami, put that on there. And this, what's this one?
Calabrese and capocollo. Perfetto!
All right, and then these are ready to go in the oven.
So they're gonna go on 375 for, we're gonna put it 15 minutes.
All right, we're gonna put these in. Perfect.
I'll get it out.
Okay. Yes, chef. Yes.
Okay, so we've cooked it for 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a quick look. Nope, still not ready. See the dough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna put for another 5. So far 17 minutes
Okay.
if it gets to the 5-minute mark. Okay. 17 minutes total. Get them out. Ooh, looks good.
They look really good. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna put our arugula. Now this is a huge bag of arugula, which is also a problem because of course you wanna use this up. You know, you don't wanna waste it just by putting a little bit on this tiny little pizza if you do use arugula. So we are gonna do a pork belly with mashed potatoes and arugula tomorrow, or you can just make a simple salad. So let's open this up, and we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the top of our prosciutto pizza. Super fresh, super Italian. All right, cut it up. I'm so sorry, I'm not used to being the assistant. Let me get these things out. Man, I'm doing a really bad job. I don't even have the forks and the knives out. Horrible.
Voila!
Voila! So thank you for joining us on our Friday night pizza night. So crack open a Peroni or a beer of your choice, and
Buon appetito!
buon appetito. Cheers!